Konnichiwa, Mina Shizakura, and you're watching PokeCon. Today's 10-minute first-person video is going to be on a PlayStation 1 game, and that is Formula 1. This is the Japanese version, which I'm happy to say comes with the English and Japanese version of the game. You get to choose, which makes me very happy about that. That was a nice surprise. This game is one player normally, or multiplayer with link capabilities. So you can do multiplayer, but you have to have the second system and a second copy of the game. It is one save slot and does support one of the driving controls, which I don't have, so I don't know how well that works, but I'd love to get my hands on one of those. Maybe. I don't know. The larger controllers I don't like to collect because they just take up so much room, but I love collecting controllers, so it would be fun. So this is going to be a great game to try out. I've never played this one particularly, so I have even tried the English version, or the American version when it was released, because I don't normally play Formula 1. So it's looking good, so this will be fun. As always, 10 minutes will play. First time playing the game, a version of, on the Don't Skip Anything. Let's get the timer started. Timer's been started, and away we go. Alright, let's see how this one plays. Love it how you can use the steering wheel for this. However, it's not analog compatible. It's so weird. Whatever. So, yeah, that's not bad. I like how we can still start the game already and choose. Do we want Japanese or English? I think that's always great. So we just do a quick race. Yeah. Oh, they even changed the commands around. So, okay. I just noticed that. It's X for selected, not circle. How weird that they would have both versions of the game on there. Works for me. Now comes the question. How does it feel to drive? That need for speed. Oh, I love that series on this system. And even the announcers are in English. Oh! I held the wrong button! Wow. Oh, crap. Yeah, there was contact. And that was 100% my fault. Oh, it actually plays really nicely. The control's really good. But I gotta make sure not to run into anybody. Oh, crap! Arcade, okay. Oh. Wow, I was able to save that. Okay. Man. So far, so good. Crap, here he comes. Alright. Couldn't even see the black car because of the shadow. Good. So far, so good. Time extended. Okay. Going. I'm gonna have to switch over to the Japanese. Come on, really? just to see if there's any difference. Oops. Dude, he's trying to take me off. Okay. Well, there goes a corner. Okay, come on. Dude! That guy is not gonna let me pass. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing the best I can. One more lap to go. Okay. I might as well just force my way through. Whoa! Dude! That was done on purpose. Okay. Come on, come on. Ha ha ha. Out of the way, out of the way. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, seriously. The red car is evil. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm not going to make it first. Oh! Yeah, he tried to take me out. Oh, wow, I got it. Oh. Dude. That was awesome. Okay, real quick, I'm going to pause the timer. Since we do have the Japanese version of the game on here, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Japanese version. Just to see if there's anything different. I want to hear if, you know, the text is different, the announcer's different. I'm just curious now, since we have both versions of the game. So I'll be right back. Alright, we're back, and starting the timer back up. And now we are on the Japanese. So yeah, link system unavailable, I know. Okay, quick race. And so far, I don't see any difference. Not even the starting of the game. That would be so weird to get a new game in Japan, and then all of a sudden it has... I mean, just like how it is for us, we're like, oh yeah, you get to start a game. Why is it not starting with X? So, that's weird. Okay, please have the announcers in Japanese, because that's what would make it nice. That's what I'm hoping for. Yes! The announcers are in Japanese. Okay. Oh! Wow. Go back to the angle I want. Oh. There we go. Dude! Seriously. Okay. Alright, not bad. Definitely archaic. I'm happy to see at least the announcer is in Japanese. So that's good. Get out of the way! What a jerk. Oh. Pushing me off the track, not cool. At least I'm not the only person he tries pushing off the track. Okay. Can I do it? All right. Whoa, I was not ready for that turn at all. But hey, I got 5th place. That wasn't terrible. There we go. I really like the controls on this game. Dude, that stupid red car. Oh, there goes the timer. Darn. I was having fun with that. Okay. So, we had some nice bonuses with that. That wasn't too bad at all. The game comes with English and Japanese. The only bizarre thing is that they keep the English side as the main front of the game. So you will have to use X to start the game, and instead of using circle to start the game. So that's like the only biggest thing I saw that's different. The menu is in English, which makes sense. That's not something big. That happens a lot, actually. Then when it comes to the announcers, that's where the biggest difference starts happening. You have the Japanese or the English one, depending on which one you choose. When it comes to controls, this is a 100% arcadic control setup. You know, it's not a simulation controller or anything like that. It is just flat out arcade style controls. And it works beautifully without analog. Which, you know, I'm always worried when I'm playing a racing game just to see how sensitive the D-pad's going to be. And this one plays beautifully. It's super easy to use, and I think the controls were done properly. I love also that they do not foul you a lot in the quick race, so hopefully they don't do that in the main race. That would be a problem. But I like how, despite me having some issues with a couple of the other racers who were being butts to me, you know, especially the red cars. For whatever reason, the red car and the black car were the worst ones. But you don't have to be an exquisite racer in the quick race. You can actually just play it for what you want it to be, an arcade style racing. That way you can just enjoy the game and enjoy the features of the game. And I think that is beautiful. I love that. I also love the fact that since they're trying to make it the best arcade feel, if you will, which it definitely has that, I love the fact of the multiplayer. It has to be linked together to be able to play multiplayer. Now, in case anybody is wondering what I mean by that, it's a LAN party, basically. It's the only way you can do it. You get 2 PlayStation 1s, 2 TVs, 2 remotes, 2 copies of the game, and then you use a link cable that plugs right into the back of them, and that's how you do your multiplayer. And I love those. Used to do Command & Conquer Red Alert Retaliation with my brother all the time, and we'd waste 2 hours between matches. Oh, those were the days. We had so much fun. Yes, I specifically bought a secondary PlayStation 1 just so we can do multiplayer with link-based systems, link-based games. You know, a lot of people did it with Halo with the Xbox, you know. So, yeah, PlayStation 1 did that as well, and I loved that feature. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 Japanese systems and 2 copies of this game. However, I do have 2 copies of the US, so I could probably do that for fun. Yay! I really enjoy that they have the announcers. It's nothing spectacular because it's basically, you know, they only have like about 20 different things they say, and then they repeat constantly. So you either get fed up with them or you just enjoy it as part of the feel of the game. Controls are like I said, the controls are phenomenal. You really just have X as go, circle to as your brakes. You have, I think it was the ones or your camera angles. That's about as much as I had to figure out. I was already in the game playing and enjoying. So that's what I really like and enjoy. And I think that's some of the things that I love about racing games. I do enjoy the simulation racers, but since the auto simulation having the driving wheels and stuff like that, the gas pedals and all that, make it easier to play those style of games because that's what they were actually designed to be played as. When it comes to the arcade style and kart style, well, basically you really kind of have those 3 styles of controls. You have simulation, you have the kart, and then you have the arcade. And then sometimes you have the bizarre crossbreeds of them, which I don't like when they do that. But, you know, they do a good job of it, that it is a arcade style driving. And for those of you who don't really understand the 3 differences, simulation, like I said, you need the wheel. They're specifically made to play with the wheel, and you get to use the analog stick when you're doing those on the controller, but they're very, very sensitive, and you got to learn how to play the game the way the game's meant to be played if you're not going to be using the extra controllers. Kart style is... basically, it's the same thing as arcade. The only difference is you get the ability to do the power grinds and the weapon use, which is used for, you know, the Mario Kart style games, the deathmatch style games, Wipeout style games. So, you know, there's various ones that actually use that type of style on it. Then you get to the arcade, which is... it just works. I think that's the best way to say it. You have your gear shifting, you have your view, you have gas, brake, and then you control, and you can usually use the D-pad without too much trouble at all, or motion sensor, you know, whatever way you want to do it. But you don't have to adapt to learning, okay, if I just sensitively push it a little bit over, I'm going to go over this much. You know, you can normally hit all the way over there, and you're going to be able to control your vehicle quite well because it almost has an auto assist, if you will. I guess that's the best way to describe the 3, because that's like the major 3 ways of wheeled, well, of racing, just put it that way. But anyway, it worked really good, and I'm not disappointed at all. I actually really enjoyed this game. So the question comes down to, Out of the three major, the three main ways of racing controls, which one is your favorite? Is it going to be the simulator, the kart slash battle style, or the arcade style? Now, with me, I'm definitely going to go with the arcade style, just because I like playing racing games that you don't have to really adjust your racer too much when it comes, because it's very important that you can do that. I do also like the kart style as well and the slash battle, because they're basically arcade style most of the time, just with the added buttons that you have to know to do your power slides, your attacks, and all that. But it's the same thing where even with Wipeout's a good example. You can learn how to do arcade style, but then you have to learn how to do the drifting just right, and using your air brakes to get those perfect turns. That way you're not losing any speed and all that. So you do have a little bit more simulation to it, but it's important. But then you go to games like Extreme G. You still kind of have the pivoting going on, but you can usually focus more on just the driving than extreme pivoting and all that. And then when it comes down to games like this, and like Cruising USA, you're just not having to really focus on how much driving you're doing. You're just having to focus on driving your car and trying to get up there. And I think that's the best way to describe how it feels to me, at least. And that's why I prefer the arcade style the most, and then I don't mind going into the other ones at times. Now when it comes to like Gran Turismo, I love those games, but I am horrible at those games because of the training you have to do to be able to do those games. Wonderful games, but you have to take the time to get used to its controls before you can do it. When, like I was saying, like with Wipeout, I can go in there and I can play the game without having to really learn how to use all the air brakes and everything to get better. That's just an added thing if I want to get better. Basically, yeah. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below which one you prefer, and if there's any other PlayStation 1 specifically racing games I need to try out, let me know. I love collecting the racing games. I have most of the Mario Kart style games now, so I'm always looking for new ones, but I think there was only like, after investigating all the games and separating them into simulation, arcade, Mario Kart, Wipeout, and then Death Race, I think were the major ones I chose to go with. Mario Kart, there was only, I think, 25 or 28 games that actually were specifically Mario Kart style. The rest of the ones that were close to Mario Kart were more Death Race and F-Zero slash Wipeout style games. Then you have the arcade like this, and you have the simulation like Gran Turismo. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. I always like to hear of one I absolutely need to try, and we'll try and get it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me cheat my way up as I bashed my way through with the battering ram and to get to the first. Hey, at least I came in first, so I don't care if I was cheating the whole way, because the cars were cheating, the computer was cheating too, so that's okay. If the computer's allowed to cheat, I'm allowed to cheat as well. Now, if it was any other Formula 1 game, my car would have been destroyed, blowing up, and I deserve it 100%. Well, thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun to try this one out with some nice little surprises in it. That was definitely entertaining. Thank you guys for watching. This is T Sakura saying ciao and sayonara.